And Barak the Yahweh, Barakatha, Yahushua, Barak the Yahweh, Barakatha, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled, Our First Love. Lord, will you are edified. 1 John 4:19, we love him because he first loved us. All right. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua, chose our nation. Out of all nations he created to be that nation, to be his chosen. And what made us sanctified? His laws, statutes, and his commandments. And therefore it's an honor to be an Israelite. And most importantly, it's an honor to be or have the opportunity to be a prophet, to be a part of that government body in the kingdom to come, which is just around the corner. Now, our mindset is supposed to be focused on Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Because at the end of the day, it's all about him and his son, Yahushua. Everything else is rented that we utilize day to day. That includes your woman. That includes your kids. That includes your job, your automobiles, your finances, your parents, your siblings, your cousins, your so-called friends, and etc. Chase Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and everything else falls in its place. At the end of the day, it's all about our first love. Chasing our first love, our true love. That is what leads into salvation. And remember this, Akim. Women gravitate to power. At the end of the day, even if she likes you, always remember that a woman will switch on you anytime, any place, anywhere. When it comes to these heathens, such as Skip Bayless, he told his wife that she will always be number two. Sports come first. Plus, why he chose to never have kids. Do you see the mindset of this analyst who breaks down sports? He told his wife she's number two. And that's the same thing, or that's the same mindset we must be in to stay focused, to purely concentrate on our salvation. Everything that's external can leave you anytime, any place, anywhere. Okay? Trust me. Our focal point is supposed to be on this truth. Case in point.
Yes, saw you looking at Heather Sanderson's ass. Why didn't you
Oh, yeah, and this clip comes from Any Given Sunday.
introduce her to the mayor, huh? Because you damn sure didn't introduce me. After all these years I've been with you.
What are you talking about? I'm not worried about them. I'm not thinking about the mayor. I'm not thinking about them crap.
As she was complaining and fussing, his mindset was what? Studying film, correcting what he did wrong for better execution for the game to come.
Scared assholes.
You introduce her to the mayor. Yes, saw you at Heather Sanderson's ass, why didn't you introduce her to the mayor, huh? Because you damn sure didn't introduce me. After all these years I've been with you.
What are you talking about? I'm not worried about them. I'm not thinking about the mayor. I'm not thinking about them crackhead assholes. The only thing I am thinking about is the game.
So what are you?
And the only thing we supposed to be thinking about is Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Fuck everything else. However, you be balanced. You pay your bills. You take care of your kids. You take care of your wife. It's like I was about to say wives or wife. You know, you don't neglect your responsibilities, although you're a prophet. It's just the focal point is Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and everything else is secondary. And that doesn't mean that you don't fulfill your roles regarding, you know, those obligations.
Hey, Willie, I don't look so good to you anymore.
I'm not saying that. You know, to be in college or a college graduate, you plumb dumb. Well, Heather Sanderson said this. The Cindy Rice says that Willie had it. Fuck! You gonna come at me when I'm dealing with this shit? And get the fuck out.
And look, you can't be afraid to release your burdens, because a burden will eventually weigh you down. If she's not an asset, let her go. Okay? Now, if she's respectful, in order, and although y'all get into it from time to time, you don't leave your woman based on that. You leave her when she becomes a major liability. And each brother knows his situation or know his situation. You don't leave your woman just because such and such left his woman. Y'all situations may be totally different. All right? You do what's good for you in the spirit.
Get your hands off me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What, you gonna hit me now?
I wanna hit you.
I see you, Willie. You're turning into one of them shits just like everybody else on that team. I'm gonna call your mama.
You gonna call my mama? Girl, look, don't let my success go to your head, bitch.
Bitch!
Yes, you gonna find you one of them college nerdy type motherfuckers that you can hang out with. What you worried about me for anyway? Hype educated ass.
Yes, you're right, Willie. I am educated. And your dumb country ass can't even read a fucking playbook. You know what you can do? You can take your football, since it's the only ball you got anyway, and stick it up your stuck up ass, because my beautiful ass you won't be seeing anymore. I'll be at Darlene's house, because you know what? She might fuck better than you, bitch.
Get your dyke ass on out of here.
I got a dyke. Fuck
And you know what? You got a nasty mouth on you too, girl. I'm glad I found that out. I don't want you around my kids with that goddamn confidence shit. Fuck you, big ass bitch.
That's my favorite part, yo. All right, let's get into these precepts. 1 Corinthians, of course, the 9th chapter. And verse 24, know you not that they which run in a race run all, but one receive the prize, and that's the point. All right, so although it's a brotherhood, we, from an individual standpoint, have to cross that finish line ourselves. All right, we have to cross that finish line ourselves. Per brother. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, and this race is symbolic for this truth. But one received the prize, all right, and the prize is what? The kingdom of heaven. So run that ye may obtain. So run that you may obtain. Meaning what? Fulfill your obligations as being a prophet. Close it out. Meaning the game is not over until the clock hits 0, 0, 0. All right? So we must do what's required in the spirit at all times. Verse 25, and every man that strive for the mastery is temperate in all things. Look at Skip Bayless. regarding his situation. And he's just a fucking sports analyst. But he told his wife, sports is first, you're number two. And that's the focus we supposed to have in the spirit as being men of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. And look at Jamie Foxx on Any Given Sunday. He was studying film. And he told his wife, look, if you can't get with it, leave. All right? And that's what it's all about. We cannot be compromised as prophets in this truth. All right? So what happens if you follow your woman, all right, and she leads you directly out of the truth? And 2 weeks later, she leaves you for another man. Who's to say you will actually receive the mercies of David? Okay? No. If she leaves, she leaves. And our mastery is what? This truth. All right? Becoming excellent. Becoming godlike in this truth. Now, they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Right. So you had guys like, you know, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Floyd Mayweather, that sacrificed everything to be deemed as the greatest. And that's what we have to do in the spirit. The more you put your time into something, the greater you become. Fellowshipping with bros, reading, studying the breakdowns, watching videos, beginning with the apostles' videos. No, watching the apostles' videos. All right? The more you put your time into, the greater you will become. 26, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly. Right? Because at the end of the day, we know we are chasing salvation. Therefore, we follow the Lamb wherever he goes. So fights I, not as one that beat the air. Right? Every punch must count. Every punch must count. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. And that's right, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be known as that brother that had a strong start. However, he did not finish. Why? Because of some personal bullshit, which is temporal already. And remember, the apostles gave us the game. We supposed to count the cost prior to coming into this truth. Before we placed our hand on that plow, or our hands on that plow, we supposed to count the cost, meaning utilizing Akim's experiences and putting yourself in that situation to have that mindset, okay, I think I can do this, or I don't know, you know. But the game was given. The spiritual game was given. Let's go to Revelation 3:11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which you have. And we have this truth. So we must secure our position. Because at the end of the day, I don't want anyone taking my crown. All right? And through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, I have only been in this truth for a second. But I want it more than anything in this world, man. And I have sacrificed a lot. And I can't even imagine what Apostle Tahar and Apostle Gabar and the rest of the apostles have sacrificed. Just based on the small segment of time I've been in this thing, trickling down to the Zaquanium in Connecticut. I can't even imagine. That no man take your crown, because at the end of the day, you have to cross that finish line in order to receive your crown. It's all about chasing our first love, okay? And once you catch her, you hold on to her. Don't let her go like we did last time. Philippians 3:8. Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Mashiach, Yahushua my Lord. Right. And again, everything outside of this truth is external, meaning it can leave at any moment in our lives. Here, you may think a situation is good, and 2 days later, you are informed on what you are not doing or what you should have done, and therefore I'm leaving. Or you may have to be in that situation where the Spirit comes on you. You may have to George Bush the button yourself, meaning terminate the situation, cutting off your finger just to save your hand. Okay? For whom I have suffered, meaning allowed, the loss of all things, and that's literal. Can you imagine what Apostle Paul lost in order for the excellency of Yahushua? And do count them but dung, meaning shit or garbage. All right? That I mean, no, honestly, that's shit. Dung is shit. And do count them but shit, that I may win Mashiach. And that's what it's all about. And that's a spiritual stoic mindset. It is what it is. Okay. Yeah. All right. I will continue to move forward, although I am affected mentally. And that's what it's all about. Being able to perform, during a fucking crisis, man. Last precept, Matthew 13:44. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, that which when a man has found, he hide, and for joy thereof go and sell all that he has and buy that field. Hey, this is a beautiful parable. So once we came into the truth, right, we must treasure this truth. And we must, and sometimes, give up everything to secure our positions. Point blank, period. Now, in this parable, this man found treasure in a field. And what did he do? He sold everything he had in order to purchase the field. Why? Because he know at the end of the day, it would be profitable. Chase Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Give up everything for the Most High, if required to, in order to win in the end. Lord, will you were edified. Shalom.